Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 9 finale forecast. Danger. Thin ice. So as you can probably guess, today's show is going to be a little bit about the weather and the impact the weather is going to have on the television show tonight. So there will be some minor spoilers. I do have to let you know in advance. Just please don't cut and paste everything with the spoilers, because some people are okay with many spoilers, but they just don't want to know every single event that's going to go down. However, if you're afraid that it is going to go a little bit too far, I would just strongly suggest hold off now and come back for the 8 o'clock stream, because the next couple streams are going to be, this will be limited, and then we are going to get the direct spoilers at 3 o'clock, so it's going to be a complete extended recap of everything that we talked about earlier. And then the 8 o'clock tonight is going to be our countdown. As long as, last week we canceled the countdown. And I hope we don't have to do that again, because what happened was the episode got released a little bit early. And when the episode got released a little bit early, we had people just kind of popping in streams and this happened, these are, just all the stuff that was going, and it ruined our pregame party. And usually our pregame party is not a very long stream. It's like 15 or 20 minutes. People get together. They're probably drinking, hanging out, doing what we do. And we ended up just kind of loading up on the reaction video. So that's kind of the schedule the rest of the day. 3 o'clock, extended spoilers. 8 o'clock, just hanging out. And then 10 o'clock is going to be, 10:10 is going to be the reactions. So a lot of people are really excited for the snow. A little bit different vibe. The one thing I did want to point out is this particular walker who is up on the screen. Anything weird about that walker that you guys might have noticed? What kind of jumps out to you? And it looks like a snow globe, actually. It's like, I just kind of wanted to... Oh, there it is. We need Walker snow globes. Has anybody invented that? I just came up with a Walking Dead billion-dollar idea. The eyes. Looks evil. Name was Jack Frost. Marketing genius. If it comes out, you guys know. You heard it here first. See, the eyes are not really what I noticed as much, because we got in some trouble thinking that some walkers were whispers and whispers were walkers and so on and so forth. What stood out to me is the attire. This is a walker wearing a sweater. Tom Bug Ferreira says snow walker equals lonely walker. This is for all the lonely people. This is a walker wearing kind of a sweater. So what it tells me is that, no, I don't think it's Carol. I'm not going that far. That'd be a crazy bold prediction. It is cold, but it means it's a recently dead person. It means that the weather's killing people. It means that something's killing people, because this was not a summer walker that was already dead that decided to go put on a sweater. So the death tolls are continuing to add up. I don't know, it's been cold for a while. But even if it has been cold, these are recently deceased people. This is what I kind of want you to get into. So even still, this is someone that probably died. Would you say it's safe to say this is someone that's died within the last 3 months? Because you're probably not wearing this sweater in the summertime. The flu 2.0. I mean, Chris, it could have been years prior, but we just don't see a lot of walkers wearing sweaters. That's all I'm saying. I get it. A few of you guys are missing the point here. It's either one of two things. It's either a plot hole where it's wintertime and they wanted to show a cold winter walker, or it is a recent death. And what I'm going to be looking forward to tonight is how many of the walkers are actually wearing summer clothes. I mean, just like this could be a winter walker or a walker that died is coming back, wouldn't it also be possible that we could have a walker wearing some shorts and a tank top? Do you think we'll see walkers wearing shorts and tank tops in a winter episode? It might take away from the vibe a little bit. All right. I definitely need to nominate. Fluff's got to stop. But I definitely need to moderate Fluff for a kills coin with that. I mean, that stood out. The Whispers are making sure that the Guardians are warm. Do the members see? You guys agree, or was that a little too early for me to kind of throw that out there? If my green team agrees, then just pop a picture of a kills coin and let's see Fluff behind it. Fluff's Fluff's not even nominating himself. Okay, never mind. That's a self-veto. It's like a good comment. He gets nominated, gets some support, and then vetoes himself. That might be the first kills coin denial we've ever. All right. We take it back. But in the reaction video, I am going to address what the walker attire is like during the wintertime. Now, here's the follow-up question. Is it possible it's a recent death? I know some people are going to say anything is possible, but how do you feel about it? Do you feel it could be somebody died in the last couple months? I want to get your thoughts on this. Okay, so for those of you that think it's possible, who is it? Because at this point, if it is a recent death, it's probably somebody we would have known. It wouldn't be some random person. There's not a whole lot of communities out there. So I would say it's a plot hole. I think it's going to be a problem with the story. Not a big deal. I mean, these things happen all the time. But I think to kind of keep it true, to keep it real to the story, I want to see scantily clad. That didn't sound right. I was going to say I want to see scantily clad walkers, but that would make me sound a little perverted. Hey, kills, everybody's into their own thing. No, it's not what I want to see. I would think that there would be a variety of different type of dressings for walkers. That would be what I would say. Okay, so couple mini spoiler bits that came out, and this is thanks to Spoiling Dead's fan page. So if you want to kind of turn away just a little bit, I did say there are spoilers in this. They're not big deals, but there are questions that people do want to know. And if this happens, it was a late edition, but we did discuss it, which kind of made me feel good when I saw the update. Is apparently there will be a snowball fight. So with all the drama going on, with all the looking around the corner, with the Alexandria is not relocating. It's just the kingdom relocating to Hilltop. It does look like there is some time for a snowball fight. So I think that's kind of cute. I love it. David Henderson, that was pretty clever too. I like that headline. If I was on the green team and I had some virtual currency at my disposal, I would probably nominate something like that. But it's a tough crowd, man. It's a tough crowd. So there is either At what point? Okay, it's been a couple months. I get it. But at what point do we have time to snowball fight? And at what point did we really start trusting Alpha? All right, this is a woman that snuck into your fair, cut off the heads of 10 of your people, and Alexandria's like, it's all good. Hey, Snow, let's have a snowball fight. I don't know about you guys, but I got one or two options here. Option one, right after that happened, everybody gets together at Oceanside. We make a trip to Oceanside and say, you know what? A crazy woman got in our fair, killed a lot of people that we liked. We're going to attack them. We're going to find a way to... What I would do, I would sneak up on that big herd of walkers, and I would sort of find a way to get that herd to turn on them. That's probably option one. Option two. It's time to go back to Georgia. The D.C. experiment has not worked out. There is no government that's going to help you out. In fact, one could argue a whole bunch of bad stuff happened since everybody moved to Virginia. Nothing good has happened in Virginia. The two smartest people in the history of The Walking Dead are Morgan and Dwight. You know why Morgan and Dwight are the two smartest people? Because they got the hell out of Virginia. But apparently, we got a whole bunch of other people that think it's perfectly normal to live a couple blocks away from a lady who will decapitate you if you trespass. There's nothing normal about that. And I certainly would not be out there throwing snowballs. All right. You know, the license tag in Virginia say Virginia is for lovers, and the man bun just came up with a new license plate. Once again, Tommy, I'm sorry. I don't. All I do is I have thumbs up, thumbs down power. I love the comment, though. Virginia is for dying. But no. This group will watch people die. They'll try to live normal. And then eventually, they will fight back. I think 10 is about enough to fight back, though. So just a season 10 prediction. I'm going to ask the 999 Army, and there's a tough crowd today. What on the TV show causes the war? What's going to be the breaking point? What's going to be it pushes you over the edge? No business like snow business. So people saying Negan killing Beta, but what's going to be the point of Negan? What's going to push him to the brink of wanting to go out and do something? King's not fighting back right now. Daryl's not fighting back right now. Michonne's not fighting back right now. Been 3 months. Taking Judith, okay. There you go. Now you guys are getting a little bit toward Jumpy, you mean why do I not read chat, or why do I specifically not read your chat? Was that the comment? Because I'm reading chat all day long, every stream, all day, all the time. In fact, most of what this video has been about so far has been comments. Lots of comments. Matt says Beta tried to kidnap Judith. So we think that many people have chimed in and said could be something that happens with Judith, and then there's an incentive for Negan. Negan goes and takes out Beta, and then it's all on. Tom Ferreira, dog. Yes. So that is another spoiler, Tom Bug Ferreira. Minor spoiler, everybody. Dog lives. Dog lives. No need to panic, everybody. So now we've got major things, major relationships on the brink today. And the big news is the dog survives and everybody has a snowball fight. I mean, it's not minor, but it's still, it still shows you that there's nothing normal about this group any longer. I love our group. But, you know, if you get a noisy neighbor, you might say something. You get completely surrounded by neighbors that are doing crazy stuff. It might be time to sell the house. And I'm just not sure that Alexandria, Hilltop, at this point in the game, it might be time to move to a new area. Now, I hear walkers don't do very well with cold, higher areas. They tumble, they roll down hills. And I'm still going to stake my claim. You guys know that Washington, D.C. is very populated. You know that Alexandria, beautiful, they had solar, they had things. But do you guys know that about 2 hours to the west is West Virginia and the Shenandoah Mountains? All I'm saying is go to Shenandoah Mountains, climb up on the hill, and you probably have a better chance of survival. You could make better traps. You could, there's just things you could do on the side of a mountain that you can't do in Alexandria. Tom Ferreira, Walker is going to be a threat. They are, and they're going to be warm walkers. So, just a couple things I want to get out. And what other challenges do you see the weather presenting in tonight's episode? Some could be minor. But with the weather, not only comes the walker challenges, because the walkers don't need heat, they don't need food, but you do. Rachel Army Brat says, we can use the ice. Use the ice walkers to sled downhill. I see Rachel just roping a bunch of walkers together. It's like, hey, sled time. That would be, Rachel, that would be as bad as Gage and Rodney peeing on the walkers. I don't know. Henry would probably be down at the bottom of the hill and just stab them and just ruin all your fun. Why are the walkers not freezing like steaks? I might have to think about that one, Marcia. Well, I mean, look, there's a couple schools of thought we've always wanted this, but let's be perfectly honest. We've never stood back and said, well, let's analyze the composition or the anatomy of a frozen, or not even a frozen walker. We always make the assumption they would become brittle. Apparently, that's not the case. But we could also make the case that the walkers might have a slight advantage now. You guys think that's a possibility? Because if you're on thawed ground and it's summertime, you can move, like you can get away, right? But I don't know how much snow they're going to call a blizzard. But let's say it's 5-6 inches of snow. I know some people in New York and Chicago, they're laughing at us right now. But in Virginia, a couple inches of snow, people freak out. So let's say there's 5 inches of snow and you're surrounded by walkers. You're not going to move as fast. You are going to be slower. You're going to slip. You're going to fall. They're going to keep on moving. So one could argue that the walkers might actually have a slight advantage here. Dark start, 5 inches of snow is not much. But if you're running in 5 inches of snow, it's enough. I mean, that's over your ankles. You're not out there running a 4.240 in 5 inches of snow. Everything slows down. Right? Mitch Puddin? So we're moving slower, our group is, but the walkers, and the other thing is, they appear to be a little bit more, exactly, Cats 1964. There's the other thing. They also appear to be camouflaged. So now, they're not worried about the cold. They're not moving slower. They're camouflaged. So now there's like 3 advantages that they're going to have in this episode. I got a super chat. We got Benjamin Stevenson says, walkers in motion, insulated by snow, won't freeze. Okay, there's the official word. Somebody asked a little earlier, why don't they become steaks? That's it. I trust Benjamin Stevenson. So, what's the other thing that happens? Whoa, hold on now. May You Funnies just said, kills trips in snow and gets bit. First of all, I would not trip in snow. Ice is a different story. I had this true story. You guys want to know the life of comments in YouTube? And I know, it's not the Army, but we do get people that are not in our streams. And we did one of our live streams the other day, and I don't know if you guys saw this comment on YouTube. This guy's comment, this asshat says to me, after the stream, after we did the Pike reactions, he goes, Killshot deserves to be piked. No, Killshot deserves to be one of the Pike victims. I'm thinking, really? Why would you even type something like that? It wasn't even a joke. This guy was like just making a comment. What was even more bizarre about it, and trust me when I tell you this, I don't thumbnail stalk, but people have thumbnails. And he was standing there holding like 2 cute little kids. This guy standing there with his 2 cute little daughters watches a video on YouTube and says the person doing the video deserves to be piked. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Okay, anyway, sometimes I have to share personal stories with you guys. But that is a daily thing. Okay. It's a great segue, right? Because videos make people mad, apparently. That YouTube video did not say what I thought it was going to say. For that, you should be piked. It's like, really? Dude, it's just a video, man. Get over it. I didn't come in your house and steal your sugar or your bread. I just did a video. You didn't have to watch it. All right. But what I'm saying is, videos apparently have an effect on people. Cold weather and the elements and lack of food is going to have an effect on the decision making, assumably, if it's written. And I trust the writers, because one thing that the writers have done this season is they put us in the feeling. They put us in the moment. I mean, it's so fast that sometimes we're going back 2 or 3 days later analyzing an episode, and it's like, man, I missed that. And I'm not just talking about hidden clues. I'm talking about mannerisms and pantomimes and just body language and behaviors. I've never seen a season where there's more detail, more facial expressions, better reactions than the actors. And literally, probably a nerd alarm going off right now. I can go back and watch some of the replays, some of the episodes, and instead of looking at the person talking, what I'm starting to do now is I'm looking at the person standing beside them and seeing if they're like into the scene, or if they are just halfway doing it. And I got to tell you, it has been incredible. So tonight, when there are some of the, you guys saw the Negan conversation with Father G. I want to see how Rosita reacts to it. If she's frustrated, because remember, Rosita tried to shoot Negan. Negan put the bat in her face before Daryl attacked him. So Negan has a history of antagonizing Rosita, or saying something maybe to Father G that's going to get to her. But would it be surprising to anybody to see, I don't think I can do this as a bold prediction, but wouldn't it be a little cool if you see like Father, not the Father, and Gabriel doesn't lose his cool, and Sadiq doesn't lose his cool, but Eugene gets up and just kind of whacks Negan right in the jaw? I mean, wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like, whoa, Eugene. We didn't see that coming. It's not a spoiler, but I think that would be a great transitional moment for Eugene. And I think that would be important for season 10, for Rosita to finally see, hey, look, this creepy priest I'm with doesn't defend my honor. Not that Rosita needs it. She could probably, punch Negan out herself. Sadiq is standing back, but then Eugene would be like the one, Eugene did it. And, maybe transition his character to a future relationship with Rosita. I agree, Greg. He would have to step it up. Could he finally lose that coward mantle that everyone is kind of giving him? Taya's like, Eugene ain't doing nothing. He don't have it in him. Well, Taya, I would like to disagree with that last statement. I think it was a little bit out of left field. And, of course, deep down inside, when my proverbial back is against the wall, I would defend the honor of a young lady that I greatly care for. So if you wouldn't mind just retracting your last statement, it would be greatly appreciated. There you go, Taya. That's what Eugene would say to you right now if you said that. Eugene's an egghead. Well, eggheads can fight too. It ain't going to happen. They ain't going to get together. Well, hey, I can hope. I really like Eugene. He did look a little bit PO'd. Hey. Eugene has been through the complete manipulation cycle. Abraham died. Then he sacrificed Rosita, and then he got a little bit of power, and then he sabotaged them, And now it'd be interesting to see the dynamic. But in addition to them sitting by the campfire or sitting by the fire in the fireplace and sort of warming up and telling a few jokes, I think that's going to be good tonight. Just keep a close eye. I don't think, one, we're not going to see a whole lot of weather events in The Walking Dead because it's hard to film it and it's very expensive. They're in Atlanta, Georgia. So it doesn't snow a lot in Atlanta. Doesn't get too cold. But I don't think they're going to waste the opportunity. So I want to know what things that have not been discussed in the spoilers do you think they should do tonight or would be a missed opportunity if they don't get to do it? I'm going to say they need a icicle walker to eat Gage. That's like my wish list tonight. Just, you can't have these creepy, scary, frozen walkers without at least one person getting eaten. One person has to die. That would be my prediction. Or my hope. And I know a couple other people have said that too. But what other things would you like to see go down? Cold water is cold. I mean, I don't want to deal with cold water scenes. We've seen that enough. You know, the snowball fight, I think, as abnormal as it seems, it would be a missed opportunity for them not to do it. So, the snowball scene. Yeah, Laura, I'm a little bit more specific to the weather. The radio scene can play out a lot of different ways, but I'm a little bit more interested in, I mean, certainly that's going to be a big plot topic tonight. It's going to be the reaction tonight. But what weather events? Snowed in, Mayu Funnies, Gage slips on ice, gets bit, oof. Oh, okay. Before it was Kill slips on ice, and now I like that better. That's a much better scenario. Thank you for that. Cold, frostbite. I mean, what other winter things? What other snow things? Slips and falls in a frozen pond. I mean, I don't think it's going to be so cold that, you know, someone falls and all of a sudden the ice freezes on top of them. But I mean, a really, really frozen walker, like a brittle one, I think that would be neat. You guys want to see like snow angels? How about Daryl? Daryl making a snow angel. Daryl rolling around in the snow would probably be as close to a bath as we're going to get on The Walking Dead. That's for you, drama. I don't know where drama is today, but that's for you. William, the 999 Walking Billboard. Walker Avalanche. That would be fun, too. Two hands in a radio. That all right. That I'm not reading it. You can scroll up and see what he typed. It would be typical Daryl. Some Walker ice skating. Oh, okay. There's some votes. Well, let's just hope it's not the first half of his last name, Two Hands in a Radio, because then it would be really bad. Mayu Funnies. Daryl playing with dog in the snow would be so great. Yeah, that might happen. That could possibly happen. You know, it would. All right. So I think Taya added to it. So one big epic snow pea scene. It starts with Daryl, and then Negan comes up, and it's a bonding scene. And look, we've digressed. It's like that's how Negan and Daryl make their bond. It's a connection of peeing on the snow, and then Dog feels left out, and Dog comes up, and then there you go, the trifecta. Everything is happy. The dog's alive. Daryl forgives Negan. They go out and have a beer together, and we go into season 10 happily ever after. So, all right, that went crazy in a hurry. So, hey, I just want to say thanks to everybody. It's going to be a fun Sunday. The next stream we're going to do is going to be at 3 o'clock, and it's going to be complete spoilers. We're going to recap all the spoilers. We're going to talk about some of the extra stuff. You guys are absolutely great. Then the next stream after that will be 8 o'clock tonight. It's going to be our countdown. It's going to be no spoilers in that. And then 10 o'clock, 10:10 is going to be a madhouse. So we are absolutely... Yeah, the three of them, and then Gage comes up and has a yellow snow cone. No, that's not going to happen that way. Although we probably really don't care what happens to Gage. We got a lot of new members. Thank you for all the new members. I saw New York is the latest to join. I think we're up to, are we 55, 56? So we're only a few away from unlocking. We're going to do it. We're going to do an Angela Kang emoji. If we get a few more members later on tonight, we're absolutely going to have that emoji released in a reaction video. It'll be fast and furious, so you're going to have to get your comments in really, really quickly. I know last week there were 10,000 people, so imagine a stream of 10,000 happy, crazy, rabid fans. A lot of fun. So, Fluff, you know, the Army gets on a topic and we just can't let it go. Fluff says, Daryl writes, I forgive you in the snow. And then Negan writes, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we could go on with this forever. We're going to be super chatting the snow moments. This has been Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. Snow moments on The Walking Dead. All right, everybody. Thank you so much to all the Patreons, all the channel members, the mods, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells. You guys are a blast. This is not the end of the ride. This is the end of the season, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about later today, tomorrow, and of course all day on Monday. We don't take a break. So thanks, everybody. You guys have a good afternoon, and I'll see you that want spoilers at 3 o'clock. Everybody else I'll see here at 8 o'clock. Have a good evening. Peace.